When I refer to friction in meeting rooms, I really am referring to that setup time right at the beginning of a meeting. Often people are they're doing a lot of technical things. They're logging in, they're trying to get access to the internet, they're turning the computer on, they're turning the display on. These are all factors that are taking away from the short time that people have in a meeting. And so really anything that we can do to reduce those types of barriers is going to make a big difference, which is one of the reasons why we're really excited about Stage. Because Stage is one of those software that doesn't require you to install anything. You open up the web browser, you go to sdg.live, you log in, you're in there right away. So the friction and the barriers, like some people don't have time to install an app, or they have to go back and they don't remember their password for the iTunes App Store. They don't have to worry about that with Stage. And it allows people to bring in like a video and a voice conferences right from their mobile devices. You know, maybe people haven't brought in a laptop, they want to use their mobile devices for collaboration. Suddenly, now instead of you have one presenter in the meeting, instead of the typical scenario of a meeting where you have a single presenter and you have a bunch of passive listeners, we're moving towards a situation where you have a series of collaborators. Everybody who's sitting down, they may not have a laptop or they may not have a tablet, but they'll have their phones with them. And now with their phones, they can contribute ideas. So you're going to get more ideas, more concepts, you're going to have a better brainstorm. With the recent announcements of certain types of leaks, of hacks of certain people's data, there's a lot of focus around security, especially in the business environment. People want to know that their communications are secure, or they're not being hacked into. Like when somebody hacks into the server, they don't get access to the files. And so as a result, with Stage, we spent a lot of time focused on security. So what we have is this end-to-end encryption. So that means that if there's a person in the middle, they can't steal your data. And then the information that's stored on the computer, on the server, is actually encrypted. So let's say somebody breaks into the server, they'd have to, all the files are encrypted. It's basically gibberish to anybody who doesn't know the password, right? And so we've really gone above and beyond, and we've treated security as a top concern. One of the key challenges of a lot of meeting environments is what I mentioned about you have a presenter and you have a bunch of passive listeners. And the goal of the Stage product is to move people from passive listeners towards active participation in the class or in the meeting. And what this means is that people can add notes, they can add images from their camera roll just using their mobile device. And so this ability that anyone can contribute is really democratizing the meeting room, and it's giving that opportunity for everyone to have their voice heard in the meeting, even those who are shy. And I think that's really the key thing, is like technology is it's often very personal. It's very individual, but really in a meeting, that's the opposite of what you want. You want something that is going to be very collaborative, very equal. And so we focus on, well, what could we do to give that power, not just to the presenter who's standing right in front of the board, but to everyone else. And in a voice and video meeting, that's what you want. You want to feel empowered. And so it's about doing this without having to go through all the hassle, installing an app, getting things ready. We're trying to reduce those barriers so that your access is equal. Everybody's able to access.